He's gonna give us a taste on how he'll play against Parting.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, maybe. Or maybe. Look, he doesn't even know what he's gonna do against
maybe.
Parting. All right.
Yeah, the ball's on Patience, honestly. He's got a GSL group on Wednesday. F it, I'm just gonna play tonight.
Yeah, why not? Oh, God. I mean, to be fair, you know, there aren't a lot of Terran players today, so he doesn't have to reveal his PvT, but it's PvP. It's going to be on full display here.
That it will. So, Parting, if you're watching, take some notes. We're in the top right-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the top right-hand corner of Eternal Empire, Ile. We have the red Protoss player coming out from the land of Jeju Island, although currently residing quite a bit up in the mainland. Not sure where, probably somewhere in Seoul. He is the red Protoss player, going to be representing Team Laopor, Team LP. We have Patience.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have a bit of a team kill. We have his teammates, the other South Korean Protoss player, the blue Protoss, also representing Team LP. It is Hurricane.
And with that, thank you very much, Kerwin, for the host. Hope you're all going to be enjoying your Monday evening / afternoon / morning, depending on where you're coming from, which part of the world you're at, your time zone.
Kerwin?
Yeah. Just
morning. Good morning. Yeah.
Good morning.
I was like, what? You don't know? Okay. Yeah. Morning.
Listen. The only time zone I know is KST. That's all we use over here in the CranKy Ducklings.
This is very true. Also, what is even happening? Shout out to Karen and Eggs in the chat. What are you guys doing awake right now? What?
De la come ×2 forehead.
Oh my God! Everyone! Exclamation mark! Funada Eggs and Funada Karen Mabel's in the chat. Vortex, he's great, and you guys should be asleep right now. What are you doing? It's like 5 a.m. where you are. My God!
You know what? Well, Karen is here. I should probably give a public service announcement. Eat your broccoli, viewers. It's healthy.
No one's gonna understand that, right? Like, what? All right, yeah.
Well, if they're a fan of Latin America,
true.
StarCraft, they might.
True. Of course, Eggs, he is the best Zerg player in all of Colombia and one of the best in all of South America, or Latin America, I should say. He's great. He's a great guy. And yeah, you know, he is featured prominently on this channel when it comes to the other tournaments that we cast. But here we are with ESL Open Cup with these Korean players, and so far, these guys, they've pretty much mirrored each other.
100%. Almost down to the second.
Yeah. Jesus.
Alright, so this is my favorite game to play when we cast as PvP. Where's the deviation?
Okay, we may see the first as Hurricane.
Hurricane!
Ooh.
Being a little aggressive here. I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay.
Now I guess the question is, are we going to see Zealots or are we going to see Stalkers?
I imagine
By the way, PvP.
Yeah, bearing in mind it's a PvP, this should be +1 for Blink Stalkers. Should be. If this was Patience, it looks like... Alright.
He's doing the same, but later.
You're like, oh my, it's the same, but not. But still the same.
Even to try to deny scouting information. This is going to be a little awkward. Somebody get the Spider-Man meme out.
Exactly, yes. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if these two practice a lot together. They are on the same team. To be fair, you know, it is a recent development that Hurricane joined Team LP, but so far,
look,
yeah.
A lot can happen in 2 weeks, like.
A lot could happen. You know, they could have played together, could have not. I imagine he did to prepare for partying, right? That kind of makes sense to me.
Oh, absolutely. Wait, do we actually have a Funara bot now?
We did.
I'm looking at chat.
Yeah. We have a Funada bot. We do.
Nice.
Oh my god.
All right, and speaking of nice, Patience actually deviating quite a bit. Hurricane kind of revealing his hand here a little, moving around, being more active in soccer. As far as Patience, he got the Forge, he got the Twilight Council, but I don't see Blink anywhere, Light. Instead, I see a Dark Shrine.
I love this. This is why Patience is kind of like the Miyamika of Protoss, I feel. I'm willing to go that far with Patience. And
Whoa!
I'm not saying he's a cat, but he's like, you know, he's some kind of feline animal, and it's great. It's beautiful what he's able to do. At the same time though, Hurricane, he's also not being like incredibly standard himself. Like, he does have a proxy out on the map as well.
Yeah, they're both really trying to one-up one another here. And we'll see who it works out for. PvP is, you can say that it's a measure of cunning, to put it politely.
Oh my god, and the army of Hurricane is kind of out in the middle of the map, and here we go, the first DTs are warped in. What's the detection looking like for Hurricane? So far,
well,
nothing.
I don't see a robo facility right now, Light. I don't see a star port or Stargate for Oracles.
Yeah.
There is a forge, but cannons are going to take a little bit of time.
He's trying to focus on the robo! Like, the robo, like, he needs it to finish for the observer! Oh my god.
That's some really fine use of force fields here, Light, but they are about to run out. The body blocking is absolutely key. The force field is actually in the DT, or the other way around. The DT is in the force field.
Yeah.
It is going to be taken out. I feel like that's a bug.
That's it!
And there we have it, GG. Patience completely taking advantage of his opponent's lack of vision. And honestly, Light, I really need to know, is that a bug? Because that DT was in the force field.
it looked like, because the DT was already pressed up against the robo, like, either the force field was misplaced, or you just can't push it away from the robo. I don't know. It was hard to say.
Normally,
but that was
normally
weird.
the units, normally the units get pushed away though, Light, don't they?
True. This is very true. Yeah. Maybe I would have to look at the replay. Was it because the force field pushed it into a building instead of like out?
Maybe.
So because there was a building there, like it was stuck in the middle. Yeah.
Oh, dude, somebody get. Who do we know that works on? Who works on StarCraft?
We need
somebody get Kashim on this. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just quickly keeping an eye on the. I want to see the replay. I want to see if it was pushed into like the. Maybe it was pushed into the pylon or the Nexus or something. I don't know. Like there's an explanation for it. Regardless, that was quite a way to take game number 1.
It definitely was. Parting, you better be taking notes here.
Just get detection.
In the meanwhile, shout out to V Control over here in the chat. Thank you very much for participating. It was fun casting you.
Oh yeah, thank you so much, Control, for again. There's a reason why we call him the hype man for Korea. Like, he's always, you know, active on social media. He's even here in the chat as well. He's, you know, he's supportive.
He will retweet literally anything StarCraft 2 related. It'll be like, hey, there's this tournament going on for secondary school students in Kenya, and Control is like, oh yeah, that seems fun. Retweet.
Yeah, exactly. You know, give some love to the StarCraft people in Kenya.
Exactly. I was gonna say not just Charlotte, but then I remember that's South Africa. Anyway, we are now on to Def Aura. LE. LE, of course, standing for Lasting Emergence. Lasting Emergence. That's when, you know, the turtles, they hatch from the eggs, right? But then they have a while to go from the beach into the sea, so it's lasting. And we're going to that. In the top left-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the red Protoss player coming down from Jeju Island, but also from, I'm assuming, Seoul. He is going to be representing Team Lao Por. He is the maddest of madmen. We have Patience.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Death Aura LE, we have the other South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, also representing Team LP. It is Hurricane.
What a game number one.
I feel Hurricane's pain. I think you should remember this, but I've definitely been on the receiving end of that as a Zerg player, where like you don't have a spore ready at your third base, so the DT show up, they kill your third hatchery, and then that's it. You know, like what are you gonna do from there?
And then Light always got safety spores.
Exactly, I was scarred for life by Supernovist back in the early days of SDO, and yeah, just what a way to just take a quick win from Patience. And I imagine Hurricane is going to be a lot more like attentive to that sort of stuff, but already Patience, it looks like he's willing to proxy something here.
And it is going to be a Robo facility.
Ooh.
Are we going to see a proxy Stargate Light coming up from Hurricane?
You know what we're going to see? We're about to see a proxy observer. He's doing the Patience. He's doing the exact opposite of game number one. And
dude,
his opponent wouldn't expect it.
He's going to get Blink.
Yeah.
And the observer will get there quick.
Oh my god. We'll see what transpires here, as it looks like Hurricane, he is going for that Robo first as well. So this makes sense, right? Like you need to make sure you have a Robo for that detection just in case. I feel like Hurricane was definitely affected by that first game.
He is scarred.
He has been scarred.
And now he's actively scouting, and now he sees a proxy.
Wow.
What a guy. This Immortal, not going to be able to make it out. Patience, sorry to say this, you may have just wasted your 150 minerals there.
Yeah, and because Patience went for 2 Adepts instead of 2 Stalkers, and he can't fight. Like, otherwise he could have tried to protect the Robo with his first units, but because it's an Adept, like, you can't fight Stalkers with Adepts at all, and he even gets blocked from going to the main.
That he does. Hurricane defending so well. I think so far today he's really shown his defense when when he actually has the units that he needs is just about untouchable. And now we should be getting into a bit of a longer game. We should be seeing Hurricane really showing us what he can get done in PvP.
Yeah, you say longer game, but Hurricane, he's looking quite scary
with this. A bit of a longer game.
Yeah, with this force of Stalkers as he's pushing out across the map. Again, there are only 2 Stalkers here defensively for Patience. He's gonna have 1 shield battery. There it is. A second shield battery goes down. Like, he knows, like, defensively, like, he needs to focus everything right now. Otherwise, if he doesn't take this seriously, he could just lose the game.
And taking this seriously, he is getting a couple of shield batteries in back, but they don't quite finish up. And with that, the unit's already being taken out. Good use of the force field. Without Blink, Hurricane really can't do much here.
Yeah, but just like that, of the 2 Stalkers and a Sentry were taken out, he's gonna be able to take out the pilot as well that's powering everything. And oh my god, Hurricane, he could just end it here. He even has a War Prism.
That he does. An Immortal is now out, but what's a single Immortal going to do against this onslaught of Stalkers? GG is called, and Hurricane takes us to the ace match. He's out of control, Light. He is out of patience.
Are we just gonna continue to add words, like, as he takes out more and more players? Like, oh god. Oh my god, his stats are out of control with no patience. And
his stats are so high.
And he's down. It's like, what?
It's a sound strategy. I guess he's able to take... No, he is the nightmare. He is creating victory. And you know what the color of victory is, Light? It's a light cyan.
God damn it.
This is a really special player we've got.
Stop. Gone too far.
Gone too far when I dragged Juanito into this.
Oh god. I mean, that could be our future. We could be doing that.
Future didn't sign up today.
This is the dark timeline. He didn't sign up either. Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, and quickly just checking the bracket again. Exclamation mark B or exclamation mark bracket in the chat if you want to look alongside us. Surprisingly, Cyan 2-0'd creator.
Well.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Well,
Cyan, he was looking pretty good in the DreamHack main events for his region. But yeah, taking out Creator, that's pretty impressive in and of itself.
absolutely. I mean, Creator, he has been on a bit of a hot streak lately. Well, maybe not a hot streak, but he's definitely been improving, been peaking a little in terms of his skill. In his GSL group, he's been showing off a lot of new strategies. His control, or his unit control, I should say, has been a lot tighter than I've seen in years. And I think the most important thing from that day of GSL, Creator, he wasn't down on himself when after he lost.
Yeah, yeah.
So taking out Creator, especially when it seems like he's sort of peaking or sort of at a bit of a peak in terms of his skill, that's pretty huge.
Yeah, definitely. And it really goes to show how good his PvP is currently for Cyan, that is. That's going to be so important, especially today, because at least in the upper bracket, the upper half of the bracket, it's all Protoss. It's nothing but Protoss.
We miss ESL Open Cup 1 week, and now we're back on PvP duty. I see how it is.
I just want to remind everyone, there's 0 Zergs, and the only Terran player remaining is Special.
Yeah, he is.
It's him standing against all the other Protosses.
Yeah, everybody cheer for Juan there. Get your Doritos out if you want to see a non-mirror. But for now, we will be on the mirror train, as in the top right-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the top right-hand corner of Everdream LE, Ideli Edla. We have the red Protoss player coming down from Jeju Island, but residing in Seoul. He is going to be representing Team Laopor, Team LP. He is Patience.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Everdream LE, we have the other South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, currently representing Team LP. It is Hurricane.
I am restraining myself right now, Light.
What's up?
I was gonna make a couple of more puns.
Yep. Yeah, of course
but
you were.
I'll be restrained.
You will restrain yourself. You will be patient, if you will. Something that
Alright, belts off.
No,
Is
no.
Patience gonna spin out of control, or is Hurricane gonna run out of patience? Don't fuck us after that pun exchange.
Oh my god! As we do see, I was about to say, sorry. I'm curious to see what Patience has in store for us, because game number 1, he went for that fast Dark Shrine. Game number 2, he went for that proxy. Game number 3, it looks like he's going for another proxy. This looks like a decent location for a Stargate.
It really is. It's a very quick distance by air. It's out of the way enough that, Hurricane, he wouldn't be anticipating it. He wouldn't be, expecting a proxy to be at this location. The Cybercore finishes up, and there we have it. It is a robo facility up against a proxy Stargate. We are back to the classics, Light.
This is what we know. This is what we love. We see this literally every single PvP. I think it's mandatory that this happens at some point in a series between 2 Protoss players, and oh my god, Hurricane, he's scouting.
And he is. Both players are proxying, but one player realized that their opponent could be proxying as well, and Hurricane gets a good long look at that robo facility.
Exactly, Hurricane. He spots the proxy. He's aware of it. He knows exactly what he's up against. Meanwhile, Patience, quickly checking his vision. He does not. He has no idea what his opponent is doing. He hasn't even scouted the main base. He didn't send a probe to scout or anything like that, so he's quite in the dark.
Yeah, and because of that, he is just about going to be trying to see whatever he can get done. Sends a shade for it, but does get blocked by Hurricane. And again, this defense so far from Hurricane is really, competent, really on point.
Yeah, and the first Oracle, it's done. It's out. What is there here? There's nothing. There's just nothing at all.
No, there is not. And wow, Eli, that was a quick ace match. Hurricane just ran out of patience.
I feel like patience ran out of patience. Look, no one had patience that soon. Like that game. You said that was a quick game. That was a quick series. Okay, that was.
It really was. Welcome to PvP.
Welcome to PvP.
And as Light goes to update the admins on the result over there, I am going to take a quick look at the bracket. Cyan, still waiting on the winner of Stats versus Nightmare. I think every guy is going to be on Stats there, let's be honest, Light.
Oh yeah, definitely. Again, I'm always excited for Nightmare to be doing well, and in a PvP, he can take games. Like, again, they're still...
But from Stats?
They're still in series. We just blazed through ours, right? Like they're taking some time.
I feel like this really illustrates the difference between the Stats Protoss and the Zest Protoss. We have a scale, or an axiom, if you will. No, axis, not axiom, an axis.
Yes, of course we do have that. I forgot. We have the y-axis that is patience, if I recall.
It's the y-axis.
Oh god, it's like Zest is like the Z and Stats is the X, but Patience, he's the Y.
He's the Y.
It's beautiful.
That it is. And of course, we have the one non-mirror matchup. It is Special versus Zaun, and I believe Maddox is covering that. I'm not too sure about that.